Hey everybody, after careful thought and consideration, I finally decided what I am going to do. This is a follow up to the video that I did about having to leave Mexico and San Miguel and how bad I felt about that. And I'm not feeling so bad about it in Mexico. Before I actually got to that point, I tried all kinds of things. I was looking into everything. I was even looking into asylum. Okay, I so did not want to leave Mexico that I was looking to see if they would keep me because I feared for my life in the United States. But you know, there's so many other people seeking asylum that's coming from conditions, I guess, that are far worse than mine. And they have, Mexico has like an 18% approval rate in asylum seekers. So, they may not think that my situation is bad as theirs. Not that I would not have an argument about, a black woman, older black woman on a budget feeling concerned about living in the United States. I'm sure I could show a lot of reasons uh, why one would feel that way. But, you know, I don't like the fact that it would restrict my travel. So that was something that I decided not to go for. I do have to go to the States sometimes. My family lives there. I have people that I love that live there. And I mean, I don't hate the United States. I do like to go back every once in a while. So I wanted to be able to have that opportunity. But then I was looking at trying to get them. See, here's the problem with going the traditional route. The traditional route where you have to prove solvency to live in Mexico, the Mexican consulates in the United States use what is called the MDW, which stands for the minimum daily wage calculation. They use that to determine whether or not you're financially solvent to be able to live in Mexico. And you're going for a 4-year temporary residency. Okay, when you do the calculations using that method, you have to show that you net $4,185 a month every month for at least 6 months, and some places require 12 months. And so that's what you would have to show to prove that you're solvent. Now, you clearly don't need that kind of money to live here, but that's what the Mexican consulates in the United States wants. Now, the immigration here in Mexico, they use a calculation called UMA. And UMA stands for Unidad de Medida Actualization. Not sure what that means, but I do know what it means in dollars and cents. When they do the calculation, you have to show that you can bring in $1,695 a month. If they were able to use that calculation for me, I would be able to get a temporary residency. But the only people who are eligible to use that calculation are people that were like related to somebody here in Mexico, or they are it's in their lineage in some way, or they got married to somebody here in Mexico. That's where that works. Okay. Because U.S. immigration won't use the UMA calculation, some of us will not be able to get residency in Mexico through solvency, okay, through financial solvency. So after looking at all these other options and or possible options and finding out that they're not options, I had to make a decision, and I had to decide that yes, I am going to leave Mexico. And I'm the border run. I even thought about that. I was like, I don't really feel like doing that. I don't want, especially nowadays, because it is a little bit more difficult to do border runs. They are paying attention, and you got 6 months just recently, and here you're back for another 6 months. Like, they're paying attention to that now, and I don't really want to be bothered with that either. But
So,
I was looking at lots of places. I was looking at Colombia. I'm really feeling Colombia. And the reason I'm feeling Colombia because it seems to tick all my boxes. What were they? I wanted weather that was spring-like all year round, if not all year round, most of the time. I wanted community, and they seem to have a black expat out there. I don't know about the older ages. Excuse me, because I don't see any content creators my age and older talking about living in Colombia, so I might have to investigate that myself and record it. I also looked at Panama. Panama seems great too, but Panama seemed to be hot. I'm not sure, but maybe certain parts of it, maybe like Boquete or David, that area called David, I believe. Maybe that's different. I don't know. Costa Rica didn't work for me. Costa Rica is a little bit more rugged, I think. I think it's more for nature lovers. And while I do enjoy nature, I don't want to look at it every day. Like, I like cafes, I like downtown, I like restaurants and, art galleries and, stuff to do. I like stuff to do. So, Costa Rica really wouldn't work for me. And then I did see, I saw a lot of y'all have given me some ideas, and I saw some comments, and somebody was telling me that Costa Rica is also very expensive. So I didn't do any further research because after I saw that they didn't really have a downtown, or they don't really have the things that I enjoy. I ruled that out. And then I was even thinking about on the continent, Africa. I was thinking about Kenya, um, Nairobi, Kenya. Uh, and I do want to go, but I don't necessarily want to live there. I just want to apply for that. So there's many other countries. Uh, in fact, I'll probably do some researching and do some of my faceless but my voice videos showing you about these different countries and what the requirements are for retirement. And that'll be good for me too because that'll help me with my research. Although I'm kind of sold on Colombia, something else may come up. I know there's other people who have mentioned other countries in the comments, and so I'm going to look into all of those too. But it is important for me. I don't want to be in a country where I stick out. I don't mind visiting, but I don't want that to be my home, right? I don't want to, people want to take pictures of me all the time because they think I'm a singer or something, I don't want that. I want to blend in, I want to fit in, so, yeah. So I still want residency in another country because I like options. That while I've looked at all these different countries, while I enjoyed living abroad, I do miss the United States. And I didn't think that would happen to me. I did not think I would be that person, but I do miss the United States. I miss speaking English all the time and hearing English being spoken. I miss being able to handle business speaking English. I miss being able to order something from Timu and it gets delivered to me in a reasonable time. I miss being able to, order from Amazon and know that it's going to come to my address. There's things that I miss. There's some things that I miss. I do miss the fast pace. I mean, we're fast paced compared to Mexico, and in a way I do miss that. So I think that maybe for me, I think I'll live abroad part time. You know what I mean? Like enjoy that living abroad during the winter months in the States. And go to another country and enjoy the summer. That might work for me on Cuba. So on May 22nd, I will be leaving Mexico. I will be on that plane. I will be going back to Philadelphia. All the things that I have here, I'm going to ship those things ahead of time because I don't want to carry all that stuff on the plane. And I'm going to ship it to my final destination, which I haven't told you what that is yet. First, I'm going back to Philadelphia because I still have some stuff there that I needed to finalize. Had some unfinished business. Have some personal items that are important to me that I need to collect. And I'm going to take you back. That too helped me make a decision not to go to Colombia right now because I didn't want to have my things in three different locations. I didn't want stuff in Mexico, stuff in Philadelphia, and then stuff in Colombia. I wanted, that's too much. I want everything in one place. So, yeah, I'm going back to Philly first to get my things. I'll stay there for a couple of weeks, enjoy the Memorial holiday with friends and family, and then I'm going to hop on the plane and I'm going to the Midwest to be with my family, my sister, my mom, my nieces and nephews. They live in Springfield, Missouri. So I'm going to go and spend some time with them. In fact, when I told my niece, I was telling her what I was trying to do. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, where was I going to stay. And then I said to her, I said, I really want you to think this through, but I'm considering coming to Missouri and, rooming with you. And she was like, come. And I'm like, think it through. No, come, Mir. She calls me Mir. She used to call me Aunt Mir, but now she thinks she's grown. But she's like, come, Mir. I want you here. And she's like in tears. So I said, well, I guess it is good to feel wanted. So that'll be a great place for me to make that my base. And while I am there, I'm going to share Springfield, Missouri with you too, because I am a type of person, I enjoy myself wherever I go. So I will show you Springfield, Missouri. I will show you Philadelphia, PA while I'm there. And then I'm going to hop on the plane and go to Colombia. There's something else that's supposed to be happening in November. I'm supposed to be going on a Mediterranean cruise with my cousin. But I don't know for certain, so I haven't really put that out there yet. That would be great. But if that doesn't happen, then Colombia will be. So I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy being back home and being around my family and friends, but still be able to take off whenever I want to. And I will continue to take off. So stay tuned. We're going to still travel this world together and keep me posted on your travels. And if you're traveling and you don't have a channel yet and you're 60 and up, please start a channel so we can see what's going on in that country for people our age, especially single black women. And I mean, I'm not ruling out other people on this channel because you can learn something too. But I'm just saying, our situation is special. So I like finding women like me living in other countries and thriving. So if you're in another country, please let us know. Put it in the comments. Let us know your channel so we can follow you too.